So, surviving a home defense, a home invasion, man. I know a lot of people don't like talking about that. A lot of people don't like talking about home invasions. It frightens them, gets them nervous. But I think it's something that should be discussed. This ain't gonna be that long, man. I mean, it's really, when you think about it, it's really common sense, man. How to survive a home invasion? Well, pretty much it depends on your circumstances, man. You should always have, first off, to prevent it from even getting that far, you should always have different levels of security in your house. You know, the first level is the soft security, where meaning like um, cameras on the outside of your house, on the back of your house, the side of your house. Uh, then the next level, or like signs just saying don't come in. Beware of dog, or um, this place is being video recorded. Those are like the soft deterrents that if a criminal sees those, sometimes he might just be like, all right, I don't want no problems. The other times he might skip past that, and then you got another medium protection of security, which is like your doors and your windows, making sure you got tough frames around your doors, and real strong deadbolt doors, stuff like that. Through your back doors, your basement. If you have a basement, if you have a walkout basement, you definitely got to make sure watch those, make sure those are secure. Your deck door, stuff like that. The basement doors, man, from my knowledge, man, they're much more vulnerable, because a lot of times it's not always somebody in the basement, especially like if you're taking a trip and you leaving your house unattended, and then you got a walkout basement. That's why I don't really like walkout basements. Like right now, this basement, it's not a walkout. It's just has just has the standard window that you gotta have in the basement. That's it. But even that, somebody could crawl down that and try to break in through there. So those, I would rather just have a window to worry about than have a window and a walkout door. It's just like inviting motherfuckers in, but sometimes those don't work. The medium level security, and then the bad guys end up defeating all of that, and then they get into your house. Uh, also alarms are other. Alarms can be soft security as well, right, with your cameras. You know what I mean? So they defeat that level, then they go into the next level, they defeat that. Now they in your house. Now what? So is it you and your kids? We're gonna say it's you and your kids in the house. So you got to be real careful. You can't, just because you got a gun, be Superman, Superwoman. That's not how it works, man. You gotta make sure first somebody's really breaking in, because a lot of times accidents happen, or you think somebody breaking in, somebody late night, 2 in the morning, you hear the refrigerator open and something drop, and then you go get your gun. People's real jumpy like that. Then the next thing you know, you shoot your kid or something like that. God forbid. That has happened. That has happened. I saw a story the other day where a guy thought his girl was breaking in, and he killed his girl. He shot his girl. Then there was another story. A guy heard something in his garage, and he went to it with a gun, and he shot his daughter, killed his daughter, dude. His daughter, bro. That shit fucked my head up, man. Cause that don't have to happen, man. First off, man, you don't just run and grip. That's what I'm leading to here. You don't just run to the situation. Let it assess it. Try to figure things out first. You know, if these people had certain levels of security at first, then that probably wouldn't have happened. Like, the alarm is not gonna just go off if you set your alarm at night. Your kids are not gonna set off your door alarm. So if you don't hear the door alarm go off, that means likely, unless somebody clipped it and they that sophisticated, that there's no one breaking in. It's your kid or somebody in your family's in the house just opening up doors. If you hear any noises and you don't hear your alarm going off, common sense should tell you more than likely nothing is wrong. Just like with the garage, the kid, kid went in the garage, opened the garage door. You heard something, he got startled, went got his gun. What are you doing? What the fuck's wrong with you? Now he gotta live with that the rest of his life, that he killed his kid. So that's something to consider too, man. Just you gotta try to stay as calm as possible, man. Assess the situation because it very well might not be a break-in. So you don't want to shoot your own family member, man. That has happened. So, if somebody's really in there breaking in, your kids is in other rooms, y'all should have a plan already in action, in case this happens. Have a practice plan, practice things. Have a certain time of the month where y'all go through the emotions of it. All right, this is what we're gonna do if somebody breaks in. We have enough time to do this. This is where the firearm is at. This is where this is at. This is where we're gonna go. Have that in plan. Also have a plan for just your kids. If your kids are home alone, what they should do. If you have responsible kids that were raised around firearms, they won't go get your gun and just be curious about what's in that safe. They're not gonna do that because I raised my kids around guns, and they don't do that. They know how to use them. Well, one of my kids know how to use it, and if she has to, she understands it's not a toy, not to play with, stuff like that. But in the event that somebody isn't breaking in, and let's say it's somebody upstairs, your family's in different rooms, it's good to have like a little, maybe like some kind of y'all can practice. Okay, look, we'll have a whistle. If you hear this whistle, if I blow it twice, that means somebody's in here. Run into this room with us. Stuff like that. Run as fast as you can. They can hear the whistle. Blow the whistle. They run in the room. And then y'all in one area. Okay, so the idea is, look, don't go looking for shit, bro. I'm telling you, what's gonna happen is you go looking for the fight. You don't know unless you got cameras. You're not gonna have time to look on your phone and look at your cameras and shit. That shit is too time consuming. So you run into shit, you gonna get either ambushed or get into an unnecessary shootout if they got a gun. You don't want to do that. You want the element of surprise at all times, man. So the whistle thing, that's something you can think about, but that might alert the bad guy to where it might alert them. So that's just a possibility. That's just something to throw in there, if you want to employ something like that. But have another plan. Maybe the kids have like a special ringtone or something like that they can hear, or an emergency message. Text it to both your kids if they're sleeping in the other room. Worst case scenario, you got to go out go out there, go grab your kids and get them out the bed. That's one way. Or if you don't have the time, I don't know, lock the doors and close them in their rooms if they got rooms. That's something that each family got to figure out, man. Some rooms is further away from the master bedroom than others, so there's things that y'all got to iron out. Different families, different strokes with different folks, man. But generally though, if somebody's is breaking in and they're already in your house, they're in the living room, they're not up to you upstairs. If you have a split level house. If you have a single level house, things may be a little different. You probably got to act quicker. But if they're downstairs and you got a 2-story house, you got time to figure things out. You got a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying? And if you got a 2-level house, try to get the kids in the room. If there's kids in the room, try to grab them. Even if there's no kids in the house. Secure yourself in your room, man. And get your firearm ready. If it's you and your wife, get your firearm ready. If you and your kids, get your firearm ready. If there's another firearm, shouldn't be a couple in that bedroom. A pistol, 2 pistols. Y'all know how to get into the safe. Get the handguns out. Have them ready. Relax. Get on the phone. Let her call 911. Let them know somebody broke in. And, if I got to rock and roll, I'm letting you know that's what's about to happen. So, get out here. You know how to, the standard shit. But focus on the enemy, focus on the threat, but just let law enforcement know what's going on, man. Let your wife do that, and then y'all get off that phone, bro. Just look, somebody's here breaking in. Somebody's in my house. I have a firearm, or whatever. I'm barricaded in my room. Put that motherfucking phone down and leave it on fucking speaker, and just focus on that door, because they're gonna try to get in that door. Once they come in, they don't know what's behind that door. So that's why it's the element of surprise. They don't know what's behind the door. Once they open that door, you can give a little announcement. Hey, look, I have a gun. Don't come in here. You know what I'm saying? I will shoot. Get back. Get out of my house. You got the door behind, doors in between y'all. It's nothing but the door. Once that door get removed, it's nothing but smoke. You know what I mean? But that's just for your protection. You know, let the cops and them know. Let the 911 dudes know, like, you're not really looking to shoot nobody, because there's a lot of legal shit tied up with that shit, man. If you know, it's crazy, you know, but that's just the way it is, man. Criminals got a lot more rights than the good homeowners, it seems like sometimes, man. But ultimately, man, you gonna be justified, because you don't know, they're in your house. This is your castle. Gotta do what you gotta do. And it's scary, but that's what it is. You know, lots of times I see videos with kids, they lock themselves in the closet, and I think one kid, she knew where the gun was. Her mom always told her, look, somebody break in, this is where the handgun is. And she called the police and was like, yeah, somebody's breaking in. I know where my mom's gun is at. She got the gun. I forgot what the dispatcher said. Something dumb though, but the girl, the guy got into the bedroom because she locked the room door, and then she ended up closing the closet. So she was already in the the locked room. So she took extra layer of protection to conceal herself in the closet. He ended up getting in the room, made his way to the closet, and she shot him. And then she killed him. You see? And if she didn't have that gun, she would have probably died. He probably would have killed her, raped her, did something like that to that kid. And that would have been the end of that. Thankfully, her mother trained her right, taught her where the gun was. She wasn't one of those curious kids, because a lot of the times when you don't teach kids about firearms when they little, they'll get more curious about what's that and what's in that box. You know what I mean? So when you show them when they little how to handle them safely, and look, don't play around with this thing. It's not a toy. It's for emergency reasons only. They won't bother it. They won't fuck with it. I can tell you that myself. Always secure. Keep them secure in a good safe. You know, good quality safe, and you can survive a home invasion, bro. That is the main ultimate way, is to put up deterrents first before it even get to that point, and see if that stops them. And if it doesn't, they get through all of those points. You got the hard security, which is deadly force. That is what you're going to have to use. And if you don't run to the threat, you let the threat come to you, but you ready for the threat, more than likely you will survive a home invasion, man. It's really, it might seem complicated, but it's really that simple. It really is. There's always going to be different elements involved, though. It might be multiple shooters, multiple bad guys in your house, where you're going to have to stop them with. That's why, you know, I keep telling people, man, a revolver is not good for home defense, bro. 5 shots ain't enough, bro. It's good to have it for backup, but ultimately that is not enough. It's not. I was thinking about getting a revolver just to keep with my semi-automatic, you know, just in case if something like that happens. I'm really thinking about that. I was looking into like an M&P 38 revolver, a Smith & Wesson M&P revolver. I was thinking about that, so that's something that I'm considering, keeping that in the same safe that I use for my Glock. You know, just something to have, man. Just have it ready. Just never fucking know. You know, who knows? You know, your woman, she might not be into guns, and she might not want a gun. Okay, you got another gun right there. Yeah, just hold that. You know, just keep that. Take her to the range. Maybe sometimes women, they don't want to go to the range, but she gonna have to fucking learn. Even if she gonna learn that motherfucking day, she gonna learn. Like, listen, you take this motherfucker, aim it at that door. He come through that motherfucking door, we gonna light him. You know, we gonna let him have it. This is what it is. You know, because you know, not all bad guys that break in have guns, but most of the time they got something, a weapon on them, the knife. And even if they don't fucking belong in your house. That's your house, man. And in a lot of states, got that castle doctrine. And I'm telling you, man, don't really be ending well for a lot of them criminals, dude. I mean, they be gambling with their life. It's like the lotto, bro. And ultimately, they end up losing their life because they just think they that shit. And then they take that cold room challenge, unfortunately, man. But your family is good and you safe. That's all that really matters, man. But watch this video. Employ some of those rules. If you ain't got that going, think about it. Alright? But this is your boy, Rebel Shooter. I ain't telling y'all nothing wrong. I'm only gonna tell y'all the truth in a raw way, baby. Hope y'all like the video. Like, subscribe, man. I'll definitely catch y'all later on the next one. And I'm out. Peace. Stay safe out there. And stay dangerous.